Nana, I get this funny feeling, and I don't like it. I get this feeling, Nana, that you're conspiring against me. There's funny things happening here. There's trouble afoot. There's confusion in my head, Nana, because my friend, Bro, is missing. I'm getting hit in the face by a suspended person in LSG, and it seems like you have lost control of your kingdom, Nana. I know that you're the prince, but here at Fight Pro Wrestling, I am the premier fighter. I am the king of Fight Pro Wrestling, Nana. So if you want me to defend that title against LSG, that's fine, but I want you to know that our agreement is through. I want you to know, Nana, that I am tired of your grubby little fingers getting into my business, getting into the business of the privileged. You are such a backstabbing carny.
I was a prospect, and then I was suspended. But I always find a way. And now, I'm gonna be the last premier fighter. Logan, I'm not just the ace of space. I'm the bracket buster. I'm the spoiler. And when you're in my ring, no one can hear you scream. I always find a way. Remember that.
After 9 weeks of hard-fought competition, it all comes down to this. It is the finals of the Season 1 playoffs of Fight Pro Wrestling, and we will find out who will move on to Rise of Champions. The professional Rhett, Titus punched his ticket to the division finals by felling the Haas of all Haas's with the most devastating dropkick in professional wrestling, but he is going to face a challenge of biblical proportions. The man who has been calling him out since almost day one. Will the latest chapter of the Book of Moses be written in victory? Tiny Tenali submitted Harleen Lopez to make sure that she would move on to Rise of Champions, but who will she fight to become the first Grapplers Division champion? Will it be Gia Scott or Damaris Dawkins? We'll find out tonight. And it was the Busky Brawlers defeating the Goons in bullying fashion. They will go up against the team of the Tonys, who have finally gelled into the well-oiled machine Prince Nana always hoped they would be. And that match is coming up right now.
I gotta give it to you boys. I expect to see y'all in this round. Quite frankly, I didn't really give a damn who we expect to see. I knew we were gonna be here. We crushed everyone in our way. There's one team that beat us, and you know where they're at? They disbanded. Bloodied one kid in the mouth, and he said that's enough for him, and he quit. But I can guarantee you two one thing. If you're not at your best, and quite frankly, your very best, you need to be at your best to beat the best. And you two just ain't on the same page.
Check this out. The Busky Brawlers, they're not going to make it to the finals. You know who is? You know who are? Tony Leander and Tony Bennett.
And that's right, because it goes like this. It's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. First, it was those fools, the Goons, knocked them out. Next, it was one of the premier tag teams in the business today, Primal Fear, took them out. Now we got those muscle-bound freaks, Busky Brawlers, and no matter what obstacles you throw our way, we may be the makeshift tag, but guess what? We ain't makeshift no more because the Tonys, not only do we have something to prove, we're starving, we're really hungry, and Busky Brawlers, it looks like you're the next meal.
And you can sit on that.
When I first started with the Monster Factory, I said to myself, like, if I got one person to the WWE, I'll be happy.
Danny Cage, you have this school at the Monster Factory.
He teaches you everything. I was working in one of these dead-end jobs. As soon as I walked in, I was like, this is awesome.
The rush of being in a wrestling ring is like nothing else.
An underdog is a hungry dog.
Part of me didn't want to call myself Twitch, but how many wrestlers do you know not only have Tourette's, but are like open about it?
Make sure they don't kill each other. Or if they do, just clean up.
At this time, please welcome, soon to make his way to the commentary area, Prince Nana!
I am Jason Heat alongside Pelly Prima, and we are joined by the owner and promoter and the controversial Prince Nana.
What's up, my friend? It's good to be here. We had an electrifying last couple of tapings. It's such an exciting time here at Fight Pro Wrestling.
We have a lot of questions for you, Prince Nana. It is genuinely exciting to have you here at the commentary table. Let's take it to Carolina Jim.
By interior, exterior remodel, it is a tag team division final round match with a 20-minute time limit.
All right, Prince Nana, before we get started, because I don't want to be harping on this whole event, I have to ask you, are you willing to comment publicly on your relationship with Logan Laroux and the power struggles behind the scenes?
Hey, listen, it's a very, specifically tailored situation that I've been trying to, figure out for the last couple of months here at Fight Pro. And, the most that I can tell you is that the due diligence, all right, the work has been put in, and we will figure something out in the near future.
We are now approaching the final round of the playoffs for the tag team division.
Okay, so look at it, looks good.
Joe Keys really want to impress our boss. He is, he knows where
Very
the checks
impressive.
come from. The Busky Brawlers will face the Tonys.
Not
the
bad.
winner of this match is going to face the #1 ranked
Look at that. That's something
Dawgnation
else.
for the tag team championships. Yet another deal arranged, I believe, by Logan Laroux. We saw heinous actions by the Busky Brawlers. Do either of you have a comment before we see the Tonys?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a little criminal that we're not discussing the assault that the Busky Brawlers performed on Big Dust last week.
We'll get into that in a moment as we are about to see the handpicked team of Prince Nana. You personally introduced Tony Leenda and Tony Bennett together. You saw potential in both. Are you happy? Are you happy with how the Tonys have evolved?
The Tonys have evolved into a team that are are destined to be champions in the world of professional wrestling. And it all starts right here at Fight Pro. I mean, look at these guys. Look at them. Tony Leander himself is a superstar.
I think he's smiling for the first time. He's high-fiving fans. Tony Bennett. We hear a lot in wrestling about losing your smile. Tony Bennett has taught Tony Leander how to find his smile as we take it to Carolina Gym.
I'm telling you something to look forward to, the Tonys, my friends.
They're going to have a very tall order to get past as we go to referee Shark, who is going to let us know the rules of the tag team division.
The tag team division rules. Match can only be won by pinfall, referee decision, forfeit, countout, or DQ. A violation can be given if you do not legally tag your partner, or the partner offensively attacks or defensively breaks up a pin or hold without tagging in.
All right, gentlemen, before we start this match, Busky Brawlers, any words for your opponents? It's all right, it's all right. So you got something special in the audience today, yeah? Hey! I seen her smile. Tell you what. No, you can stay there. Good. Cut what out? Why are you smiling, huh? Hey!
What is Joe Keys doing?
Taking it a step too far is what Joe Keys is doing.
What are you doing?
I know it's fun.
We got your mom, Tony!
Alright, now look. You stepped out of here.
Really ugly behavior, but
what the heck is going on over here, guys?
This is ridiculous.
I'd rather put a little wager on this, yeah? Yeah. You're confident in your son's ability to whoop my ass, yeah? Tell you what. I picked your son's shoulders to the mat. You gotta give me a little smooch after this.
Joe Keys just told Tony Bennett's mother that if his son loses, if her son, I'm so kerfuffled. Kelly, take it over.
That's stupid.
That was despicable.
You hired him. This is not what the face-off is meant to be about. It's meant to have a little sizzle with the steak. I think Joe just lit the whole thing on fire.
So it goes like this. I don't appreciate what you did to Tony's mom here, but we're gonna just eat your words in a little bit. Here's the deal. It seems to me like I lost my ways and I was not enjoying this. But thanks to the infinite wisdom of one Prince Nana,
he's a smart guy.
I find myself whole as one half as the Tonys.
That's right.
And for your actions, Joey Keys, you just been nominated for the next recipient of the Tony Award.
Yeah. You let him know the end now.
I have to explain to Kelly the Tony Awards.
And you know I don't have to worry about what I have in my glass. Because I'm about to kick your ass.
It's about to get ugly, my friends. It's about to get ugly. I told you.
One of these two teams is going to face Dawgnation to become the first tag team champions in Fight Pro. Prince Nana, you first. Who do you think is going to go forward? What's the path?
Who do you think? Who do you think? I think it's going to be, all right? All right? I want it to be my guys, the guys that I am mentoring, all right? I'm trying to show them the way, all right? These other guys in there, all right, you saw what they did. They were very disrespectful to Tony Bennett's mom. That's not what we want to do here. We want to come here and we want to prove how we are in the ring, not outside the ring.
Joe Keys locking it up with Tony Leander, La Crema Crema, Peli Primo. Did Joe Keys light a fire under the Tonys? Or did he get so far in their head they can't get out of it?
I'm fearing the latter, and I hope I'm wrong. Let me say that. But I think right now, if you're asking me who has the advantage, I'm going to go with the Busky Brawlers. Again, hope I'm wrong.
Wow, everything looking smooth right now, guys.
It's really difficult to answer this between the privilege and the Busky Brawlers over who are the worst people, the actual worst human beings in Fight Pro Wrestling. But I think, Tony Leanda.
It was almost a quick 3-point fall.
It was, but I think I think Joey Keys may literally have just taken the title of worst human being in the locker room.
Yeah, we really haven't talked enough about the assault that they laid on Big Dust.
Now the chase is ensued, my friends.
Eric
Martin. We got a tag.
I don't think Tony noticed that tag. He didn't. That was brilliantly executed by the Busky Brawlers.
I believe there was a first warning that was given here in this match, and on the ropes, Tony Bennett makes eye contact with Eric Martin. That's how big Eric is, Prince Nana.
Oh, yes. I mean, Eric is a huge guy, not somebody to be taken lightly, my friend.
What brought you to think that Tony Bennett and Tony Leanda could become something this successful? Because really, they were so opposites when you first brought them together.
Well, you know, I gave Anthony Bennett, I gave my friend Bennett.
Covered by Eric Martin.
There you go. I gave Tony Bennett ultimatum a few months ago. I don't know if you remember this, but I told him he has to step his game up, and this is what he did. He went out and he teamed up with Leanda, and now they're one of the best tag teams that we have in Fight Pro today.
Absolutely. We've really, not to cut you off, but we've really seen these two come together. They've been at odds to tolerating one another to really gelling right now, and they're going to need to be on the same page to get back in this fight right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hands down, the most dominating tag team has been the Busky Brawlers. If not for a flash loss, they might be sitting where Dawgnation is at #1. Instead, they got to fight their way out. But Pelly, the fact that they're such despicable human beings may actually give them an edge in the ring. Can you talk a little bit about that?
And yeah, because they're going to take, if there's a shortcut that they can take, that they feel they can get away with, they're going to take it. And as a matter of fact, they'll be looking for it, whereas Leanda and Bennett aren't going to be looking for that. They're just not built like that DNA-wise.
Backslide achieved, Donna.
Oh, that almost was a 3 count right there, my friend. Oh, he moved out the way for that one.
He missed it.
Yet again,
swing and a miss.
Leanda rolling out of the way. I think that sometimes we forget because he's got so much mass. He's such a great brawler that Joe Keys is a very refined technical wrestler as well. A pure wrestler.
Very refined.
He did not make the tag. Wait a minute.
The Husky Brawlers knowing how to. Oh,
there it is.
They didn't cut off the ring that well that time.
He's fighting for his mom's honor now, Pelly. I mean, Tony Bennett literally. His mom's honor is on.
Wow, nice monkey flip.
Beautiful.
How does that motivate a man?
Look at that. He saw Joe Keys coming. He saw him coming a mile away. Bennett's on fire.
I like Bennett. I always liked him. Great physical shape. Unbelievable wrestler. His timing is impeccable. He's a superstar.
So much potential that has been unlocked in this team with Tony Leanda, and now looking to move on against Eric Martin.
Ooh, that was almost a 3 count.
This is a credit to your brilliance, Prince Nana. I think that not only...
You're welcome, my friend.
Not only has Leanda influenced Bennett, though, Bennett has influenced Leanda.
Slice bread.
You know, one hand washes the other. Leanda compliments Tony, and Tony compliments Leanda.
And that sliced bread almost led to a pin. What are you seeing right now, Pelly?
I don't see Joe Keys anywhere. He got dumped not too long ago by Bennett, and I don't even know where he is. Where the hell did he go? Eric Martin's on his own right now, and he's not faring too well himself.
Well, if Joe Keys is out of action, it couldn't happen to a nicer person. You've been wanting to talk about this for a while. We saw the Busky Brawlers advance by defeating the Goons, but it was what they did after the match.
Hey!
You want to talk about what happened to Big Dust?
I mean, what else can be said?
Reversal package.
That's it. No.
It was a pile driver to a manager. He's not a professional wrestler, this Big Dusty. He's a best friend.
It wasn't just the pile driver. It was elbows to the base of the skull as he was unconscious afterward. It's just, I'm shocked that charges were not pressed, to be completely honest with you.
Very few people are as powerful pound for pound as Joe Keys, but it looks like Keys may have pulled a muscle, Nana.
Yes, his back is aching right now. That back breaker of some sort probably took out one of his ribs.
Yeah, Joe
but they're still not out of the game yet. They're still not out of this, Pele.
Yeah. Joe Keys had a nasty landing. Earlier when Bennett flipped him.
Referee just called a violation.
Yeah, but they took advantage. The Buskies took advantage. They got one violation where they were caught for it, but Eric Martin just took a cheap shot on Tony Bennett.
Yeah, right across the throat it looked like, too, which is going to wound that windpipe, going to make it hard for Bennett to breathe. Harder now that Joe Keys is squeezing around that abdomen. He just popped the hip, though. He's got the wrist. He's got his wrist.
Tony Bennett trying to fight out of the vice-like grip.
You see Tony Leenda is on the apron and he wants in. He's hot right now, and I think it's going to be over for these guys once he gets into the ring.
He's pacing like a tiger is Tony Leenda, la crema waiting to get out of the Busky part of the Busky Brawlers. Eric Martin, so much power!
Big stalling vertical suplex.
We saw Pele, what Eric Martin is willing to do with people who he considered his friends. What is he willing to do with people he has no personal stake in?
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw what he did to his former friends. I don't think I want to see the depths of depravity that he can stoop to.
Well, Joe Keys is a bad influence on anyone, that's for sure. Whatever positive qualities Eric Martin had.
Here we go, let's go, get the tag, Tony. You need the tag.
He was right there.
It was this close.
Yeah, it was very close. Meanwhile, Busky Brawlers sticking to the game plan, utilizing those tags effectively.
More cohesion. Oh, and now
look at strength.
Doing some lifting at the gym is Joe Keys. No off days for him, as much of a despicable man as he might be.
He's going right back to that squeeze around the lower rib cage, around the abdomen too.
What did you see in the Busky Brawlers, Nana? Why did you bring them into fight?
The Busky Brawlers have been around for a while. I've been traveling on different events with them. I've been seeing them at, big events with AEW and all sorts of things. I decided to make sure that these guys were on this because look how great this tag team match is right now. Two great tag teams going for a great reason and cause.
Joe Keys.
Leanda's in. There you go.
The golden prospect of Prince Nana. La crema, Tony Leenda worked from the bottom.
Look at this, man. Bennett's on fire. Well, Leanda's on fire.
Yeah, Bennett's on the ground, Leanda's on fire.
Up and down.
He's fighting harder in defense of his friend's family. Is it fair to call them friends at this point?
I don't know what they are.
The Busky Brawlers only have one violation left. They're in sudden death. If they make any mistakes, they're done.
Wait a minute. Watch that pin. He kicks out.
Just in the nick of time, he kicked out of that one.
Joe Keys.
He can go over that pile driver.
But Tony Leenda is so close and makes the tag to Tony.
He got the tag.
We've seen them win with this before. We've seen them win.
This powerbomb neckbreaker combination.
Oh! The force of Joe Keys got swung a kick up that caught Leenda.
And Tony Leenda is down. Can Anthony Bennett take it with the splash?
He's got him. 2, 3, they won. They did it. The Tonys did it.
The Tonys.
And Tony Leenda and Tony Bennett have won, but at what cost? At what cost? I think that this might be a serious situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the Tonys!
Leander looks very much the worse for wear.
Tony Bennett, Mr. Leander. Hey, bring out the champagne bottles for my good friend Tony Bennett. Come on, bring out the. Hurry up. Are you faster? All right? And I have a great announcement. I have a huge announcement. Congratulations to you two for winning tonight. But not only are you guys champions here tonight, you guys are going to be in the next round fight for the Fight Pro Tag Team Championship titles, and you guys will be going up against the Dawgnation. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our top contenders in the tag team division for the titles, the Tonys, and you guys will be going up against the Dogs. All right, that's what we call the Dawgnation.
The Tonys are going to have to recover quickly. They've won. They've managed to make it this far. They're the division winners, but they go up against the #1 ranked Dawgnation to become the first ever tag team champions, Pelly.
Well, they can drink and celebrate the moment, but hopefully a quick recovery for Leander. Definitely must have tweaked his back there.
The Tonys have gone from just a dream to a reality to fighting for a championship here in Fight Pro Wrestling.
Yeah. This is what it's all about. The Tonys, straight to the top of Fight Pro.
17 years, it's a long time. A long time to continue to do one thing and one thing only, and just to be working towards this one goal, and to be constantly told no, and to be put to the other side for somebody else, or to just even be looked at as less than somebody else. It takes a toll on you, but also puts a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You know, I didn't get in this shape, you know, just hanging out, having a good time. I got in this shape to prove that I'm better than everybody else.
At one point in time, Moses had it all. Moses lived on top of the world. He had his dream, but then he had it taken away. Then he was cast out into the desert. People want to know, where's Moses? What about Moses? Yeah, what about him? Nobody's gonna cry for you. Nobody's gonna cry for me. Nobody's gonna sit there and say, hey, I want this guy to be on. No, that's not how it works. Nobody know what cards they're given. Nobody know when their time's gonna come. All you can do is either believe in yourself and fuck everybody else, or you can give in and kiss somebody's ass. And that's the last thing that I'll do. So who is Moses? I'm just out here doing it because I want to, because I love it. And as for everything else, fuck it.
The Men's Grooming Studio. Walk in as a stranger looking for a cut, and walk out as family with a great hairstyle.
Fellingham's Restaurant Sports Bar has been open for over 40 years and serves classic American dishes, draft brews, and cocktails in a rustic casual setting.
Fellingham's sports bar and restaurant, where good sports meet.
We are here with the last of our semifinals.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
For our grapplers division, as Gia Scott makes her way to the ring. Gentlemen, I have to be honest with you. We'll see what happens. This is my pick to win the whole thing. I think you're looking at your first Fight Pro Wrestling Grapplers Division champion. The greatest damn woman, maybe the most complete package of professional wrestler we have in the grapplers division. She's got the attitude, she's got the athleticism, and she's got the power. But she's going up against a woman who has so much heart, so much doubt, and so much need to prove herself.
This girl she's a mean girl. She just made a little baby in the front row cry. I hope that, Dawson puts her in her place. I actually like Dawson. Dawkins, I'm sorry. Dawkins, you know what I mean, my friend. All right?
Damaris found herself here through a series of losses, but great attempts at the fight. We're going to get our rules by our referee action.
The Grapplers Division rules are as follows. You may not use the ropes to help yourself up after a knockout blow. You may not use the top rope offensively. And there are no pinfalls.
Gia Scott, before we get started with this contest, any words for your opponent?
Damn right. Damaris, baby girl, I hope you know you're in the ring with a great one, all right? So you better bring it, or I'm gonna whoop your ass, honey.
This match is to prove myself in this division. This match, I earned this match, period. And I'm not going to leave here without fighting my hardest and come out with the win.
Damaris Dawkins won her last match against KZT, but it was because KZT forfeited after several violations, including choking Damaris with a belt. I know that weighs on Damaris, the idea that she made it to this point by winning, but not by pinning or submitting an opponent. It's so important to her to prove herself in this match. Is that positive or a detriment, Pelly?
Well, look, you can look at it as Damaris won the match because KZT got herself forfeited from the bout, or you could look at it as Damaris got into KZT's head. She did not quit. She did not give up. She did not go away, and that drove KZT mad, and she blew the match, and she forfeited because of Damaris' heart.
Damaris is relentless. Damaris is resilient. The question is, can Damaris overcome maybe what's in her own head, her own mental blocks to go up against a woman who is very confident? I mean, whatever doubt Damaris may have, that is not the case for Gia Scott.
Yeah,
Gia Scott is internationally known. All right, she's a unbelievable grappler, fighter, smash talker. Damaris, she's been doing this for what? Maybe about a year and a half, 2 years.
Longer than that, actually. Damaris has been wrestling for longer than you might think, but just really finding herself now.
Oh, really? Okay, well, she better prove herself here today because she's in there with a veteran.
Watched Gia Scott mature over her career. She comes from the same area as I do, the Maryland wrestling scene, and it's been so impressive to watch what Gia Scott has become. But as the skills have improved, the attitude has gotten a lot worse.
That's how it has to be sometimes, unfortunately. All right, it's not about how nice you are to people. It's about getting the job done and not taking crap from anybody.
Pele, as a former competitor, when you're on a streak of maybe not your most...
Wait a minute, I'm a former competitor too, but continue your question.
Kelly, what has Damaris got to do to get past these blocks?
I think she's got to have the same determination and resilience that she had against KZT, that she's had her entire time in Fight Pro. She's got to stay the course, she's got to ride the waves, she's got to go up through the ups and downs, and she's going to find herself on her own 2 feet at the end of it if she believes in herself.
So far, Dawkins, the one you were just talking about, my friend, she better step her game up because she's getting toyed like a little toy right now.
Oh my God, just slammed right on her back. The one thing you cannot deny about Damaris Dawkins, her heart, her resiliency, she's not going to back down, but Gia Scott is, maybe the complete package.
That is a great display of power by Gia Scott right there.
She looks like a warrior.
She's fighting like one, too.
Ow! That must hurt. Whew. I hope she still has all her teeth.
No pinfalls in a Grapplers division match, and you can only use the rope breaks as an escape from a submission if you're willing to risk a violation or a warning. Unlike our hybrid division rules, we really, the Grapplers division is meant to be focused on strikes and submissions, and we're going to see that in this match.
Gia Scott ramming the shoulder into Dawkins' abdomen section. One more for good measure, driving that shoulder in. The point of the shoulder going right in.
That hurts.
Yeah.
The winner of this match is going to take on Tiny Tenali, the powerhouse of the Grapplers division, in our finals, and they will become, whoever wins that match, the very first Grapplers division champion. Who do you think between these two, Pele or Nana, would have the better shot against Tiny specifically?
Hey, listen, I like I said, I like Dawkins, all right? So I'm going to put my marbles into that basket right now, only because she has a great trainer. She's been doing a lot of great things over the last few months. I see a lot of potential in her, and she has the upper hand right now.
Glad you brought up the training. Dawkins trained by Cheeseburger, who we're going to see later tonight in action as part of the Shinobi Shadow Squad. But Dawkins now taken down. Who would have the better shot against Tenali, Pele?
Look, Dawkins is the underdog. You know me, I got to go with the underdog. I'm rooting for Dawkins all the way.
I kind of feel like a jerk for the fact that I feel like Gia Scott is the one who might be able to match power for power with Tiny Tenali, but we'll see who is able to take it. This could really go either way.
Well, it's leaning toward Gia Scott's way at the moment, I'll tell you that.
Gia has been dominating. Gia is a multi-time champion in other promotions, most specifically her home promotion of MCW, which has produced people here that we have seen across the season, like Joe Keys and Miles Hawkins.
We got a 10 count right now.
We do.
We're at 7. Can Dawkins get to her feet?
Dawkins is up.
Don't stop the fight. There you go.
Gia Scott was very wise to let that full 10 count play out, not kind of get in there, put hands on her. That would have broken up the count.
There we go. There you go.
Dawkins,
let's get it going. She has a fire. She's a house of fire.
Let's go.
It's looking like Dawkins is going to win this one.
Dawkins has certainly rallied.
Oh, she's all over Gia right now. There's the Northern Lights.
Gia said you were going to have to bring it, baby girl, and I think Damaris listened.
Listen to this place, all behind her.
It's her hometown. It's her home dojo. This is where Damaris trains. It's where she gets better. These people have watched her over the years.
Gia's got her up now. Look at that. Dawkins fights her way out with elbow strikes.
Fantastic job. Maintains control. Looking for a clothesline, but instead, Gia Scott, flatliner, and now...
Wait, no.
Looking for a submission right now.
What it's going to be, I don't know.
Center of the ring.
Come on, Damaris.
Not tapping. Damaris is doing everything in her power not to tap.
Not giving up. No rope breaks, though. She's going to have to find a way to fight her way out. Here it is. No.
The temptation has to be so great, Pele. There's nowhere to go. Watching the life kind of resisting so much as Damaris Dawkins. But she's only human, Nana.
She better get some superhuman strength right now because I don't know. Gia's sucking all of the juice out of her with this hold here. She's not letting go.
If this was a regular match, she might be able to roll.
Oh my God, she's cutting all of the air supply out from her neck. Her arm is twisting right now.
The usual counter for this is to roll someone into a pin, but that won't work in a Grapplers division match. I think Damaris is going to sleep, guys. I like Damaris.
No, she's still there.
She's still here.
She still has some fight in her. Come on, Damaris.
This is insane. The amount of pain Damaris is in, the amount of pain management. I mean, this hold has been on, what, probably 2 minutes at this point, not hyperbolically?
She's out.
Oh,
She's
man.
out.
The referee called it.
Ashley called it. It's the right call. A heartbreaker. But Gia Scott earned it.
I think you said it perfectly. A heartbreaker, just a heartbreaking loss. And rather than give up, Damaris passed out due to the pain. And we now know it will be, well, I think we're going to hear the announcement straight from the man himself.
Give it up for the beautiful and vicious Gia Scott! What a performance in there today, and I just wanted to say to you, congratulations, because in the championship tournament event, it's going to be you versus Tiny Tenali for the Grappling Division Championship. So it's you are the main event for the championship grappling tournament.
Titus got some words.
I just want to say, may the best woman win.
Baby girl.
Such a force force. Such a force force.
Wow, that was. She's gonna do like I just said. It's gonna be Gia Scott against Tiny Tenali.
Tiny versus Gia for the Grapplers Division Championship. Can't wait to see that match. A lot of respect being shown by Tiny, not reciprocated by Gia.
No, and I guess Gia Scott's earning the belief that respect is going to be earned.
What it means to me to be #1 in hybrid division, it's not about being signed. It's not about money in my pocket. It's about love for this sport, for this fraternity called professional wrestling. A lot of guys want likes and clicks. Moses don't got a lot of those. Moses don't have a lot of that. But that's fine. Because my goal and my job is to bring up the next generation. And if that means doing it here in Fight Pro, #1 man in hybrid division, then so be it. Because guess what? To be top dog, you got to beat the top dog. And I don't plan on going nowhere for a long time.
I got in the best shape I possibly could. You go back through the years of Rhett Titus, there's never a time where I look at a place. Always ready to do whatever, always ready for whatever's put in front of me. But now what's put in front of me is this division, and this is my real opportunity to show everybody that they're wrong about me my whole career. You know, funny thing is, I've been doing this 17 years, but I'm only 35 years old. And I don't know if you looked at me lately, if you see me in the ring, I got a whole lot still left in the tank. And everybody at Fight Pro is going to find that out real quick.
So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it. Not for anybody else, but for yourself.
Inside my DNA, I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
Skid Row Wrestling Academy. The work begins here. Email supercrazypro@gmail.com and start your journey today.
Hey. Whoa. Cool.
Opened in September of 2016 by Chris Mazzone and Chris Burke, 8 and Sand is named for an old railway term that means to quick and safe travels. This is a 10-barrel brew house that pumps out great beer on the regular. From Pilsners to Belgians to barrel aging beers, you name it, and they brew it. A nice feature of 8 and Sand is that they also focus on being environmentally friendly, since breweries have a tendency to use a lot of resources. They send their spent grains to farmers to feed livestock, and they clean and reuse their water, among other things. So, to quick and safe travels, as they say here at 8 and Sand Brewing Company, happy drinking, my friends, and cheers.
Oh, you cameraman, I've been looking for you. Damaris, you're on the back view, baby. I just advanced to the finals. And now I'm looking at you, Tiny Lee. Everybody loves you, right? Well, I could care less. You are standing in something. You are standing in my way of being the greatest damn woman around here. I am going to bulldoze you out of my way. Because like I said, I am the greatest damn woman. It's only a matter of time before I show you and everyone else.
Your following contest is being sponsored by Fillingham's Sports Bar and Restaurant, and it is a tag team grudge match. The rules for this grudge match are as follows. The match will be held under relaxed fight rules and can be won either by pinfall, submission, referee stoppage, or disqualification by the referee's discretion. There are no violations or countouts. Tags do not have to be hand-to-hand with both feet touching the floor. Also, the illegal man has the count of 10 to leave the ring after a tag. And finally, the illegal partner can defensively break up pins or holds without tagging. Introducing first, making her way down the aisle.
Tag team grudge match with relaxed rules. This is the first time we've seen this.
To show them what's up. That's right, cameraman. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the privilege. Looks like right here. What's up?
This is not a division match. This is a grudge match. Dawgnation have already cashed their ticket by being the #1 ranked tag team. There's been arrangements with you, Prince Nana. They are wrestling.
Thanks, Nana.
Yeah, that's going to be an exciting tag team matchup, but this matchup right now is just straight up over, like, hatred.
Well, it's deeply personal. It was 2 weeks ago that Cheeseburger and Eli Isom were greeted brutally by Dawgnation and Logan Laroux. Not only did it cost them several weeks of work, but it specifically eliminated them from the 10-point rush. It knocked them out of competition in the hybrid division. They caused them an opportunity to even become the hybrid division champion. And so for the very first time, we have a relaxed rules grudge match in fight.
Hideous undulating and gyrating and whatever that was from Dawgnation.
And for the first time ever, it will be the Shinobi Shadow Squad at full strength. But we're still missing one member of the privilege, as Bro Keller still out of action after that mysterious attack.
This is going to be exciting. I'm so excited about this grudge match. Yeah!
It took 9 weeks, gentlemen, but for the very first time we are seeing the entire Shinobi Shadow Squad in the ring together because of injuries and attacks and opportunities. These 3 men, these brothers, have never been together in fight. I have to wonder if that will make all the difference.
A huge difference because these guys go way back, training back at the ROH dojo together. Then they all went to flying all over the world, to being on television, to running a huge dojo, to doing this here today with Fight Pro.
So what exactly is the story here, Nana? Are Dawgnation on your payroll, or are you on Dawgnation's payroll?
I'm not on. Hey, listen, I do, like I keep saying throughout this telecast, I do my due diligence. As an owner, as a promoter, this is what I do, all right? I cut you your paycheck, you do your job as to what it is you are here to do. Whether you're a tag team, you're a singles competitor, what it is you have to do is fight to get to the top. Right now, none of these guys, I don't have any preferences. May the best man win.
Dawgnation is getting right in the face of the Shadow Squad, and we are started hot. Again, relaxed rules of this match. This is a grudge match, guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think Dawgnation bit off more than they can chew here, and I don't think they like the fact that the odds are against them, so to speak, for once in a while, with Mooney on the outside is more than an equalizer.
Yeah, Logan Laroux, their leader, is preparing for his final defense of the Premier Fighter title. If LSG is able to win in our main event, well, boy, things are going to be very different around here. But right now, it's a grudge match between the Shinobi Shadow Squad and the Privileged. That is Alan Clayball, the top dog, going up against the world-famous CB.
Pretty cool, very good, very impressive by CB.
CB is a dazzling wrestler. I mean, he is able to use holds to disorient his opponents, but Eli Isom, many call him a blue chipper in the world of professional wrestling, Pele.
He's a stud, buddy. Stopping a mud hole in him.
And immediately, the Shadow Squad are taking advantage of these relaxed rules. As you see, there are still disqualifications, but there's no violations. The usual rule system is out the window, Nana.
That's all the way out the window for this one. These guys have a deep-rooted hatred for each other.
Well, how would you feel if you had been beaten pillar to post in a stairwell by 2 men?
I mean, hey, listen, I've actually contracted people to be beat up in the past, so I can understand where they're coming from. But you know what? They have the opportunity today.
Admitted that on the air, Nana. Like, you just literally said that.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God. Anyway, like I was saying, the Shinobi, what is their name?
The Shinobi Shadow Squad.
The Shinobi Shadow Squad, they have their hands full with the dogs, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, this is now the scum dog, Sage Matthews. He lives up to his name, Pele. He's a real piece of work.
Yeah, he's the one who doesn't do the awful dancing, right?
I think they both do the awful dancing. Alan's is just worse, but that was a blind
really
tag,
bad,
which is legal in this match by CB.
Relaxed rules.
The home team right now. Quite literally, this is CB's home. 2 count on the scum dog.
I'll tell you what, karmatic justice here to see Isom and CB being the guys who are really taking advantage of the relaxed rules here. You would think the shoe would be on the other foot, but CB and Isom taking the opportunity here when
CB
it's not.
rolling up the scum dog, and then again, tag. We now know it is going to be Dawgnation versus the Tonys for the tag team titles, with Alan Clayball looking to put away CB If Dawgnation lose this match, how much momentum does that give to the Tonys, Prince?
Hey, listen, the Tonys would have to have a heck of a lot of momentum moving into this matchup, and I'm just excited all the way around the board for everything that's going to be happening in the very near future.
Still to come, we have Rhett, Titus versus Moses, and then we have our final premier contender fight as Logan Laroux. He takes on the recently reinstated LSG. What made you decide to reinstate LSG, Nana?
LSG, he's always been a thorn in my side. I never knew what it was that this guy wanted from me. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Just remember that. Everything.
CB now caught in a very dangerous corner. More than anyone, Cheeseburger has been brutalized by the privilege. Early on, our very first event, Logan Laroux took out CB, sent him to the hospital, then took out Eli and CB last week. Why do you think the privileged have it out so much for the Shinobi Shadow Squad?
Clearly threatened, Jason. There's no two ways about it, if you will.
And Dawgnation has proven themselves to be in fight.
Wow, the Dawgnation done cut off the ring on these guys. Cheesy is in trouble. Cheesy is in trouble, my friend. He better get over to Isom. Wow, Isom being a bully today, huh?
Isom taking advantage.
Wow. They're bullies?
You gotta do something.
Interesting take, Nana. You seem pretty happy.
You know what? You gotta do something at some point in time, but don't get disqualified. Don't get, any type of warnings or anything like that.
I have that. What is the leverage they have over you, Nana? What is the situation?
There's no leverage, all right? I'm not here to talk business, all right? I'm here to call the match, all right? So stop asking me what it is that why, and this and that. Stop it. All right?
You got money
Am
on
I? Hey, Pelly.
Hey.
Listen, stop it. You hear me?
We're just asking
all right.
questions.
Scumdog has Cheeseburger in a dangerous situation, but now finds himself in the wrong part of town.
Oh, nice back body drop.
He can make the tag. He can make the tag if he hurries.
Well, let me at least ask you this, Nana, since it's about the match.
Oh, my
Would you
God.
like to see Dawgnation face justice?
Yeah, why not? Why not? I'd like to see it. It'd be a great competitive matchup, but I'm telling you, a lot of things need to happen fast before that happens, all right?
Well, I think for justice to prevail, all we need to see is the Shadow Squad take the win, but that's going to be a tough task because Dawgnation, I think, is the best tag team
Listen,
in fight.
Cheeseburger still hasn't tagged out to Isom. I don't know. I think it's an easy call that, I don't know. The Dawgnation might take this.
In a lot of ways, Cheeseburger is the eternal underdog, Pelly. He's often undersized, but how often can somebody defy the odds before they're no longer an underdog?
Ooh, it's a good question, but we've seen CB come up on the short end a lot in his time in fight here. We've seen some frustrations for CB.
CB barely fighting out just now.
Yeah, we've also seen him turn it around real quick.
Well, CB better wake the heck up. CB better wake up. He better smell some coffee right now because he's sleeping.
CB and Eli Isom, both draft picks of the division, as opposed to Ryan Mooney, who had to fight, earn his way in as an alternate, managed to make his way into that very esteemed division. Dawgnation whirling CB around.
I think he woke up now.
There you go.
Eli Isom is in. Low bridge.
Makes him miss.
There was
Ripcord.
People had there was so much potential for Eli Isom here in fight, and I think his journey here got derailed. Is this a chance for him to end the season on such a strong note?
Isom is a house of fire right now. This might be it.
Insane combination.
Oh, are we sure that wasn't 3?
Referee Shark says in the last second, the last possible inch of a second, Alan Clayball made the save.
Relaxed rules coming into play big time right now. Wow.
Eli Isom clutching that knee. I'm not sure if some damage has been done to it.
Isom, maybe out of options here. CB is hurt. He's hurt on the outside.
There's no chance Isom and CB are at 100%. They might be cleared, but you know, Pelly, there's a difference between working injured and working hurt. You can't work injured. You work hurt all the time.
Yeah. Oh, a double forearm smash there.
Ow. Come on, CB and them have to get back into this, or the top dog, or the dogs are gonna do their thing here.
Is this something we can look forward to more, Nana, when rivalries just hit a fever pitch?
Oh yeah, yes, because that's how we're gonna just hash it out. Because I don't want these people to be dragging it with their beef. Their beef needs to end.
That would be a violation under any other circumstance in fight. That would be a violation. But you really have to push for a disqualification.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Jeez, it looked like it hurt the dogs more than him.
Isom kicked down. He didn't need CB to break it up.
They broke Isom's neck, Pelly.
I think they broke both their necks.
Yeah. Dawgnation is in disbelief right now that Isom kicked out.
This is not how they want to be spending their time. They want to be preparing for a championship match. They want to be getting ready for the Tonys, and instead, a chair would be a disqualification. A chair would be a disqualification. Wait a second, what is Clayball doing?
Wait a minute.
Clayball's distracted. Clayball has those brass knucks. We've seen him hit Bro Keller, and Ryan Mooney is biting the knucks off of Alan Clayball's hands.
Wait, he's got the chair.
Oh,
backfire.
Sage just hit himself with the chair.
CB's back in.
The Shadow Squad have the chance. Ryan Mooney with the assist.
This might be it.
Showtime!
German suplex with a bridge. 3. They did it. Some justice served up cold.
That was an awesome win by Cheeseburger and Isom.
Some redemption for the Shidomi Shadow Squad. Finally at full strength, these three brothers, and Ryan Mooney is calling for a microphone. Ryan Mooney has something to say.
Hello? There we go. That was one hell of a fight. Everybody show some love to world famous Cheeseburger and Eli Isom. Now look, if I can be real with you here for a second. These two men in the ring with me right now, pro wrestling or no pro wrestling, I love them like family.
I think that's right.
We got a Cheeseburger, the guy who trained me, the guy who made me believe in myself, the guy who's got the biggest part in professional wrestling. You inspire me every single day. This guy right here, Eli Isom. This guy here is the future professional wrestler. He's the strongest guy I've ever met. He's one of the hardest workers, and he can do things in this ring that I couldn't do in my dreams. Alright? But then there's also me. I'm the guy that a lot of you people don't really know all that well. I mean, look, Cheeseburger's world famous. Eli Isom, future world champion. I'd be shocked if it didn't happen. Okay? But then there's also Ryan Mooney. Right. Now, for the longest time, I always felt like I was just a sidekick in the Shinobi Shadow Squad. It took me a long time to find the confidence, but this place, Fight Pro Wrestling, gave me the platform to show just what kind of rabid animal I really am.
Yeah!
So while I may be the secret weapon of the Shinobi Shadow Squad, the secret's out, boys and girls, because I'm officially entering myself into the hybrid M3. I'm gonna blow past every single person. I'm taking no prisoners. I'm taking a chunk out of somebody's neck, and I'm going to create a roster spot for myself here in Fight Pro Wrestling.
Yeah!
here at the Worldwide Dojo. Slap a coat of paint on any venue in America. Call it Fight Pro Wrestling. I am here to show that I am the most dangerous member of this group, inside and outside of the ring, and I'm going to prove without a shadow of a doubt that Fight Pro Wrestling is Honey Badger territory.
Yeah.
That was a defining statement from Ryan Mooney.
Oh yeah, he's making his name and his face well known. He's trying to step into his own light. Totally understandable and recommended.
The Shinobi Shadow Squad united, the Shinobi Shadow Squad victorious, and how does this bode for Logan Laroux tonight?
I was going to say, it does not bode well right now. It's not looking good. The momentum is not on his side.
The privileged are on the run, but we've got a huge match coming up next. Rhett Titus versus Moses.
Wow, Moses. Take a look at the guy. He is a physical specimen. One of the biggest guys here in Fight Pro. But it's one of the biggest obstacles that's going to be put in front of me. And I'm here to hurdle it, you know? Me and Moses, we go a long way back. I met him at the Ring of Honor dojo when he first signed with Ring of Honor. And he was in the tag team, and I always thought he was very explosive and very impressive, and he's very tenacious as well. So that's something that I definitely going to have my eye on out there, and I'm going to have to overcome a lot of size. I'm giving up a lot of size in this match to Moses, but I can get around that with a little bit of technique.
Rhett Titus. For a long time, I had no beef with you. I remember walking to the Ring of Honor. I remember having a tryout. I remember seeing you when I had to do crew for Ring of Honor. Never had a beef, you always spoke. You always told me to get after it. Keep going, big dog. Now some time has come along. Moses grew up. And Rhett Titus, what have you done? You showed up to the same promotion Moses is at? And you called my fucking name? You called me out? You must not know. I don't give a damn who's in the ring with me, Rhett. Including you. So let this be warning, Rhett. When I come to see you, I come to see about all you. I can't guarantee you'll walk away. I'll whoop your ass from bell to bell. Hope you bring your training shoes, Rhett, because Moses is going to take you to school.
How you doing? It's George from GWB Designs. We're starting a new project, Dave. Come on in. Any of your construction needs, give us a call, 631-953-5054. Thank you and have a good day.
GWB Designs, here for all your home improvement needs from start to finish. your occasional repair to complete renovations, we have a service for you. Call 856-599-8034 and book with Anton Remodeling Company today.
This music is imposing. This music has represented the man who has been at the top of the mountain for a long time. But there was a bigger man and a bigger mountain, and we're about to see if Rhett Titus can climb it. The finals of the hybrid division are here. The winner of this match will have a chance to become the first fight champion. It's the professional Rhett Titus. What does this man mean to you, Pelly, first?
Yeah, he's all right, I guess.
Prince Nana, what can you tell us about Rhett Titus?
Rhett Titus, I've known Rhett Titus his whole career. I've seen him come from humble beginnings. I've seen him have rough times, great times, championship titles. He's definitely the professional. All right?
Yeah, I think we've said... I think we've said everything that there is to say about Rhett. Quite frankly, though, he's got this mountain in front of him, and it's time to put up or shut up.
The #1 draft pick, the man who has always felt like maybe he hasn't been respected, that maybe people haven't seen the man he's become. Here in fight, Rhett Titus has blossomed. He has been the standard bearer. I know he has been highly critical of some of your actions, Nana.
I mean, definitely someone that everyone should be acquiring in their, companies. I'm just glad that we were able to get him here at Fight Pro.
This is going to be a hellacious match, and we know that Rhett Titus is walking in. 1 week ago, he suffered injured abdominal muscles. He's currently cleared, but that's a dangerous place to walk into this match from.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Moses watches tape or game plans or studies or anything. I'm not sure if he's even thinking about that right now.
This is a battle between the two top men in this division. Here's how it's going to play out. Moses is going to win, or Rhett Titus is going to win. And then Logan Laroux and LSG are going to do battle.
Before we get started, first, Rhett, any words for your opponent?
The Book of Moses. I'm very familiar with that book. I'm very familiar with the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. There's about 6 other ones, 7 other ones. Thou shalt not mess with Rhett Titus. Let's take it to the finals, baby.
Rhett's math a little fuzzy, but...
Any words for your opponent?
He's been hitting that a lot.
I only got 5 words for a man I don't respect. I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's right.
Again, I don't think Moses necessarily has a strategy other than just crush the opposition.
Other than be Moses?
Yeah, basically.
So as I was saying before, it's going to be Rhett Titus versus Moses. And then Logan Laroux is being forced to put the Premier Fighter title on the line one last time against LSG. The winner of these 2 matches are going to face to become the very first fight heavyweight champion in our history. Prince Nana, what can you tell me about Rhett and Moses? What makes either of them the right man to maybe lead this company?
Both men have a tremendous amount of experience. Both men are former champions in the world famous Ring of Honor wrestling. Both men have a drive to be the very best in professional wrestling and here at Fight Pro. This is going to be a very good matchup, my friends.
We've seen the first lockup, the power advantage clearly going to Moses. That's obvious no matter how strong Rhett is. Moses is 3, maybe 4 times stronger. So what are the keys to victory for both men, Pelly?
Elephant in the room. Does anyone notice Rhett's t-shirt is still on?
Actually, that's a very good point. Rhett Titus is, he's not shy about showing off his abs. He loves that body. He's worked hard for that body. Why is he wearing a t-shirt?
I'm wondering what's under that t-shirt.
Well, that's a complicated question. What are you thinking, Pelly? What do you think is going on?
I don't know. If I didn't know any better, I'd say there might be some rap going on underneath that t-shirt.
Well, we know Devontae's did a lot of work on Rhett Titus last week, and Moses didn't have it easy either against Matt Quay, but Rhett Titus definitely the worst for wear between the two.
So, you see, the fans are behind Rhett right now, but let me tell you something. Moses is a force to be reckoned with.
He's a force of nature.
He doesn't even need any support.
Moses is a biblical force, I would say.
Look at that. Look at that. Watch Rhett. He just landed real awkwardly there on that hip throw.
And he just, he just took a violation. He took a warning by
leaving. He left
leaving.
the ring on his own 2 feet, yeah.
That is the first time the entire season Rhett Titus has chosen to take a warning.
Watch. Look at his arm.
It's never happened before. He's been the professional Nana because he has not taken a single shortcut. And so what would lead him to do that right now?
You know, it's more of a, he realizes who he's in there with. Like, he may need to do a little bit more than just the wrestling thing, you know what I mean? But I know that Rhett is going to bring it back into the ring, which he's just done. He's just testing the waters.
Stakes are very, very high. Either one of these men could absolutely pull out the victory. They've known each other for a long time, but I think Moses is coming in with the advantage.
Moses is very hungry. He is very, very skilled. He's been in the business for many years. He's been training like an animal the last couple of years. He's ready for this opportunity more than anything.
This is getting a little uncomfortable to watch. It's becoming more and more clear that Rhett Titus may not be hurt. He may be injured.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't count him out, though.
Can never count out Rhett Titus. We gotta look at what we're seeing. We gotta see it the way it is. And now, does he have the core strength to get up? No.
He couldn't do it. Something is not right here in the house of Titus.
Well, Rhett muscling through, managing the pain and agony, but how much time?
I was gonna say, all the time in the world for Moses.
Oh!
Headbutt!
Wow. Right into the upper gut area. That was impressive, and it hurt.
That headbutt knocked out Matt Quay.
That was like a headbutt to the chest. I don't know what that was.
I was going to say, I've been, since week 1, I've been driving home the importance of distance in wrestling Rhett Titus. You need to be over the top rope there.
Hung out like laundry is Rhett Titus. He's limp.
To my point, you need to look out for Rhett Titus, and you can't leave him in
Oh my God. Okay, now this guy is getting out of hand right now.
Yeah. You can't give Rhett enough distance to hit that drop kick, but with
Moses is just being disrespectful right now. Moses is being disrespectful. I'm sorry. He is toying with this man. This man has 2 kids, and he had, he's a grown-ass man. He's toying with him.
Rhett is,
oh my gosh,
clearly very hurt, and Moses homed in on it like he smelled blood in the water.
And again, with Moses, you need to watch distance for him to throw that headbutt. So the advantage is a push there. But when you factor in Rhett's abdominal injury, which we have no other reports on otherwise, advantage Moses.
And now kneeling on the chest of Rhett Titus. And
My goodness.
Moses is bloodthirsty, Nana.
He is. He's not in the mood today. He doesn't care how the fans are reacting to him. He's trying to dismantle this man and move to the next level.
He's literally trying to crush him right now.
Picking up exactly where Devontae's left off in that semifinal match with a bear hug. We have seen Rhett struggle through this before, but at a certain point, the damage accumulates and it just hits a crescendo.
Ducks that lariat attempt. Got some knee strikes. Got some life for Rhett Titus.
It's going to be strikes, like you said, distance, stick and move, getting enough distance for that drop kick, because the drop kick has almost, not entirely, but almost always been.
Oh, no!
Wow, that hurt.
That could be it.
One, two.
No, he kicks out.
Like a fish dying on land, though. That wasn't a kick out.
Yeah, I could see it.
That was a death rattle.
Yeah. I could see it. Rhett is really in a tremendous amount of pain right now.
Oh, dear
we might
God.
have to call the fight right here.
It's going to be referee's discretion. This can end by referee's decision. We've seen it before. The safety of our competitors is paramount.
Rhett still got his wits about him. He's putting his arms up. He's trying to block these strikes. But the damage was done to those ribs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Moses has received a warning.
Oh, God! He just hit Rhett right in the head again on purpose. He got 2 violations, did Moses. Said, I get 2 more, I might as well use them. Oh,
my God.
He's playing Rhett like a yo-yo.
Oh, my gosh. This is like...
God!
My gosh. Just brute force and power.
You don't see anyone manhandle Rhett Titus like that, ever.
Rhett Titus was number one in the rankings solidly for 7 weeks straight. Only when Moses took over after the 10-point rush.
Even those chops right now, they're taking everything out of Rhett. Oh, that might take more out.
Wow, Moses is not playing around with this guy. He doesn't care what his background is. He's here to win and go to the next level. My money is with Moses.
Yeah, Moses does not care about Rhett Titus' story.
He doesn't.
Put it that way.
He gives 2 shits.
Moses just chopped the soul out of Rhett Titus' body. My goodness.
Was Moses cracking a smile?
He was.
Finally.
Sadistic, very sadistic smile.
First time the entire season we've seen Moses smile. Really let that sink in. This is the circumstances. This is the first time we've seen Moses smile. And the ring just moved. The ring just moved.
It's going to move again. Oh, God.
At a certain point, it just becomes uncomfortable. It's difficult to watch, Nana.
Sidewalk slam. Dude.
Rhett's still in it to win it.
That would have been
Rhett's still in it to win it, my friends.
Imagine a world where Rhett even can pull this out. How can he continue? How is he not going straight to the hospital? How is he going to be cleared to wrestle after this match?
Where there's a will, there's a way, buddy. And cortisone, too. Lots of cortisone.
It's a fair point. And we talked about climbing the mountain, and we meant it metaphorically, and now Rhett almost literally just trying to find a ledge, a handhold. There's nothing in the tank for Rhett Titus at this point. There's almost nothing.
Big scoop. Hanging him in the tree of woe, maybe? It appears that way.
Yeah, well, if the mountain didn't do it, the forest will kill you.
Rhett's got to dig a little deeper here. There's got to be something left, and if there is, he better find it fast.
I have no idea what is about to happen.
Oh! I know it's about to happen. We've seen this before.
It's... I don't think Rhett can live another 10 minutes.
I don't think he's gonna make it either.
That's right. Yeah,
I'm just in utter shock at the brutality that he's been going throughout this match.
Brutality is the exact word for it. There's a pall cast over the fight crowd. I mean, I think they know that they're watching the death of a dream, right? The death of Rhett Titus' dream. Wow, Rhett managed to just
He
evade.
missed him. Rhett got up. Just
See, he did a little bit too much talking in the corner there.
Yeah.
It might cost him this whole match.
Rhett needs to be careful not to step to the ground so he doesn't incur an actual violation. And Rhett Titus.
Face full of turnbuckle for Moses.
Trying to will himself.
That diving shoulder tackle over the top rope. Slingshots in. Like I said, if Rhett's got something left in the tank, he needs to dig it out now.
There we go, Redsky.
To the knee. That's it. Chop those tree trunks down, brother.
Take the axe right to, and Moses right back in with it.
God.
One hit from Moses is equal to what, 5 or 6 from
It's
Rhett
like
now?
a brick. It's like a brick coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is how badly they both want it. This is how badly they want. Rhett trying to drop toe hold, and Moses just too thick. He's just too thick, Pelly.
Well, Rhett found an opening here. Once again, put some work in on
Okay,
those
Rhett's
legs.
getting it back in. He's getting it back in.
Look at this, a taste of his own medicine.
Talk about
Moses is
chopping
getting.
it down. Talk about chopping it
That's
down.
right, clubbing that thigh area.
Always been the bridesmaid, never the bride. Has Rhett Titus. Jeez. Oh, flip. Death from above.
No.
Death from above, right onto the injured abs. And
He
how?
kicked out.
Wow.
That's two. That's only two.
How is Rhett Titus?
What a match, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Fight Pro is all about.
We still have our main event. We still got LSG fighting to take from a preliminary wrestler, a scout exhibition in our very first match of Fight on the very first event, and now the final premier contender. This is nuts.
Rhett is on Dream Street right now, but he's not out yet.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Hits the knee.
Basement drop kick right on the kneecap. That landed right on the patella.
I mean, that drop kick is enough to knock him out a human skull. It certainly can knock a knee out of place or a ligament. And now Rhett's calling for it.
Oh! He's going. Oh my God!
He's done. He's squashed like a pancake.
His hands on the rope. His hands on the rope.
The rope break.
Rhett survives again.
That is ring awareness. That is positioning.
Telling you, Rhett has been in the industry for over 20 years, doing this at a high level. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which way this match is going anymore.
Anything is possible here in Fight. Anything is possible when you want it badly enough, and these are two men who want it so bad. We've sort of talked about Fight, maybe the home of those who have been left behind. Both Rhett and Moses in their own ways have been left behind. They want to prove to everyone they made a huge mistake when they didn't take them up.
Distance,
with
there
them.
it was. Rhett scores with the big boot. You're right, Jay. Rhett scores again with another big boot.
It's the distance, Pelly. It's the distance you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here. The longer this match goes, the more it's in favor of Rhett Titus because Rhett has been hanging on long enough for this. No! Moses has some left in the tank, too.
The tenacity of both men. The power on display. This has been...
Both men are taking it all the way to the end of the limits. Man.
Is he going for a figure four on
Yes,
the
he is.
massive legs?
Rhett Titus looking for a submission, I believe. Changing the
Locking it,
strategy,
yeah.
changing the game plan.
He's locking that spinning toe hold there, but he's going right back to it.
Only 5 minutes left. Can we see?
Listen to Moses. Are you hearing him?
Can we see a time limit draw? Not what
We might end up having that.
What
It's a
happens
huge
if that's the
possibility.
case?
I've never heard Moses in pain like this before. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that caught Rhett right in the throat, I think. that rope.
Our senior referee is in there just checking everything out, making sure that, both men are still in it to win it.
The last time we saw a division match end in a time limit draw, it was...
Oh, it's a headbutt! It's a headbutt! It's a headbutt!
Wow.
You gotta check him to see if he's out.
That he might be done.
No,
I think that's it.
His hand's up.
Not
That's
only
it,
his
guys.
hand, you can see he's nodding his head.
This is it. I think wrap it up, guys. This is it, I think.
Mitch Franklin did not call the bout there. He did not call it, even though that might have just been instinct while Rhett was knocked unconscious there momentarily.
Rhett is grabbing the thing. I believe the lights are on, but... Only 10 if he can get to it.
Moses is going to finish him off. Distance!
Drop kick!
Drop kick!
Drop kick! He's knocked out so many men with that drop kick!
That is the lethal.
Wait, Moses is
Rhett
up.
Titus drop kick. No one gets up from. Oh my
Moses
God!
just did, Nana.
He
Moses
just popped up.
did. Second drop kick.
That's
Moses
it.
goes down.
That's it.
Moses
Get
goes
on
down.
him, Rhett. This is your time.
They're both down. They're both down. Rhett's to his feet. Moses could get. It's the TKO. If it's 10 counts, Rhett will win by the TKO.
Oh my gosh. I'm catching goosebumps off of this.
Moses is up.
Wait, he's not up yet. Okay, he's up.
No.
It's gotta be 10.
No, I think he got to his feet, then fell back down.
I'm gonna argue that.
The ref broke the count, but now it's starting again. Rhett lying in wait, coiled, ready to spring into action.
He's got another drop kick in him.
He certainly does. Three drop kicks. Three drop kicks.
I cannot. This has.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I
Rhett
knew
wins.
it. I knew
Rhett
it.
wins. Rhett moves on.
The #1 draft pick, determined for a reason. It took three knockout blows with that drop kick in order to put Moses down. And Moses is still, he's
back
already up.
Yeah, he's back up.
Moses isn't human. He's more than human. But Rhett Titus has proven everyone right. He's proven everyone right to believe in him. He officially punched his ticket. He won the division. That is the division winner of the hybrid division. And now he goes on to face the premier fighter, whoever that may be, for the championship.
I don't know what's the worst fear, what worst shape, his fear or that. No.
What did you say earlier, Pelly? Sometimes it's about respect earned.
That's right.
Moses fought the best fight possible, but it is Rhett Titus who is moving forward as the winner of the division. An incredible moment for Rhett Titus as Prince Nana comes in.
Give it up one more time for the professional Rhett Titus. Rhett, I'm so proud of you, my friend.
We are too, Rhett.
I'm proud of you, Rhett, and I just wanted to let you know. Whoa. Let me make my announcement. I know, okay, we had a rough time last week, but let me just say what I have to say, all right? You have now advanced to the championship round at the championship event coming up soon. Congratulations, my friend.
Don't run me,
Put your hand on me again. Next time you put your hand on me, you'll see.
Listen, Anna, I've known you for a long time. You used to be a man of honor. Wow. But you lost your way at some point.
Oh, yeah?
And there's no honor amongst thieves.
Oh, yeah?
But I'll tell you what, Nana. Okay. You sold your soul to the devil. Oh. And I'm going to win it back for you. We're going to the finals, baby!
No way.
Well, I think that went swimmingly well, Nana, don't you?
I don't know what's going on with Rhett. I'm so, like, the way he just spoke to me and dealt with me, I'm very disappointed in him.
I think the disappointment runs both ways, Nana.
But congratulations to him. He advances to the championship matchup coming up at the championship show.
We will find out who Rhett Titus will be facing in our main event, the final premier contenders bout here in season 1 of Fight Pro Wrestling, as LSG takes on Logan Laroux.
Right.
If you have interest in becoming a professional wrestler, feel free to reach out to our website at www.worldwidewrestlingdojo.com.
The Worldwide Wrestling Dojo, where quality talent receives quality training. Our Tale of the Tape is sponsored by O'Shea Marsnick and Brewing. For legal representation, go to O'SheaMarsnickandBrewing.com.
Main event time. It is the final premier contender bout. Logan Laroux won this honorific through less than honorable means. He robbed Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin. He abused the privileges afforded to him by making financial investments to Prince Nana.
Oh yeah, and you know, right now, look at this guy.
LSG, we saw him. He was in the very first match on the very first fight event. He won as a preliminary wrestler, an exhibition, a scout showcase match. And somehow, someway, despite being suspended, despite hitting people with chairs, he has found himself here at the precipice of a championship. LSG has done the impossible. He has made it. He's made it almost to the summit of the mountain, Pelly.
Yeah, shades of gray here. LSG is no saint for what he's done in the past, but he has a chance to redeem himself tonight.
And man, look at him. He's in tremendous shape.
The ace of space has, I think, truly reinvented himself here in Fight Pro Wrestling and found his voice, both figuratively and literally, just hearing from him in a very
look who it is. Look who it is, guys.
The champion of the 1%, the prince of the privileged, alongside Dawgnation, our premier fighter, Logan Laroux. And it's very personal here because we found out a few weeks ago that it was LSG who was handpicked by Logan to be a member of this group. And when Bro Keller had his breakdown, when Bro Keller lost faith and turned on the Savage Gentleman, Logan said, forget LSG, I'll take Bro instead, and just left LSG, I don't know, like just tilting in the wind.
Yeah, that's horrible. Horrible way to end a relationship.
Yeah, lies and mistrust and misdealings, they're really horrible, right, Nana?
Yes, very. It's a sick thing. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of it here today.
Introducing first. You got it. In the corner to my right, fighting out of Edison, New Jersey, weighing 196 pounds. He is the 7th and final premier contender.
That's right.
He is the ace of space, LSG.
This guy's been a thorn, but let's go to the announcer.
Corner to my left. His opponent, accompanied by Dawgnation.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
If LSG has been a thorn in your side, Logan Laroux has been a parasite stuck in your belly.
Yeah, you know, it's real sickening. Both of these men over the last couple of months have been nothing but a headache to Prince Nana and my management here.
And yet you reinstated LSG.
I did. I reinstated him.
Why?
Only because...
Well, that's ominous. The bell rings for our main event of Enter the Fight Round 9. The winner of this match will become, or will remain, the premier fighter, and they will go on to face Rhett, Titus to determine the first ever fight championship, and the decks are stacked against LSG. One, because Dawgnation is outside representing the privilege, and two, Pele, LSG has made no friends in the locker room.
Well, I was going to say here, we like the idea of someone getting their comeuppance against Logan Laroux. However, are we certain that LSG's intentions are pure here?
I think LSG's intentions are what they've always been, for himself.
Right.
He's found himself here with a chance to be the champion. LSG has been oddly honest the entire time. He wants opportunities. He wants to be the best. He wants to prove that he has been overlooked for too long. And LSG
close fist.
was hit a close fist on Logan.
And there's a violation.
And a violation. Not only did he hit Logan with a close fist, very quickly, Logan's tactics being used against him. He's usually the one that uses the violations to his advantage, Nana.
You know what? LSG has been watching the tapes and studying the books, and he understands the legitimacy of why he needs to win this match.
God, the force of LSG onto Logan Laroux, and you are enjoying this beating maybe a little more.
I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving every second of it.
The Prince of the Privileged.
Even though LSG has been a pain in the butt too, but you know what?
And the cravat now against Logan, what would it do to the psychology of Logan to get this close and lose right at the last moment? He has sworn that Rhett Titus would never get his hands on him. I suppose if he loses this match, Rhett never will get that shot.
It's a good point. But I just want to point out here, LSG's composure. Thought for a second here, the closed fist, heading to the outside, eating the violation up. Thought he was maybe a little too fired up, but he went right to the cravat there. He's wrestling a match now.
Logan may have jumped the gun, leaving LSG on the sidelines. This is a man who'd much rather be your ally than your enemy.
Yeah, now Logan turning the tide around a little bit here with a stiff kick
What a kick,
right there.
what a kick to the face just now.
Almost felt that.
It's difficult to acknowledge or to admit, but no one has been better this whole season in the ring than Logan Easton Laroux. I mean, he has used every aspect of the rules for fight to his advantage. By far the most tactical competitor.
You would think he wrote the rules of Fight Pro, the way that he uses it and his intention in the ring.
Interesting.
Yeah, wonder if Nana was just dropping some cryptic hints there for us.
Some truth bombs coming out here as Logan Easton Laroux trying to shut LSG up, basically, but LSG said earlier, we heard comments from him, everyone thinks that it's going to be Logan. Everyone thought it was going to be Logan versus either Rhett or Moses. The match that was in doubt was Rhett and Moses. The match that was obvious was LSG Logan, and LSG is here to be the spoiler, the spanner in the works, and Logan Easton Laroux fighting so much harder than we saw him fight against, David Moses, for example.
Yeah, he's going to have to if he wants to come out on top on this one. Ooh, sliding knee tackle right there on LSG and put him on Dream Street.
Logan Easton Laroux wants Fight Pro Wrestling to be his coming out party. This is a man who has been the highlight of entire regions that have crumbled around him. Logan Easton Laroux would have been on national television if not for the fact that there was company after company that went out of business before he had the chance to be noticed at that level.
That's why he has this chip on his shoulder. I understand that's why Gio had his chip on the shoulder, but why not pit two of the biggest chips?
Oh, Logan right now
against each other. That was almost a 3-pound.
It's going to take more than that to put LSG down.
LSG known as the ace of space because he is such a great high flyer, but he is more than that. And Logan also more than just his dirty tactics. He practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I have been told that actually of late, he has been training with former Premier fighter Tim Spriggs.
Oh, wow, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, it basically shows. Look at him. He's been dominant in the last 10 minutes of this match.
It's been incredible. It's been demoralizing to see the privilege run roughshod, but you said earlier, Pele, that the momentum was not on the side of the privileged anymore because Dawgnation lost to the Shinobi Shadow Squad. Do you think that still carries into this match?
I do. Regardless of how Logan's face might be selling it, I think he's scared. I think he's feeling like his time is up, almost.
He feels like maybe his grip is loosening?
Yeah, absolutely.
LSG has commanded the respect of this crowd. I mean, he has been a thorn in the side of Logan Easton Laroux as well. He has been suspended, and yet for the last 2 weeks, he was the first person to attack Logan successfully.
Wow, let's go. I think LSG is making a comeback right now after that elbow to the face. Now a boot to the face. An elbow and a boot to the face back to back. It's not a good thing.
He is booting the silver spoon right out of Laroux's mouth.
Dude, Logan is absolutely rattled right now.
Fantastic strikes by the ace of space. The journey that LSG has taken.
He's looking fine right now.
He was an alternate. He was a prospect, and now he's a premier contender. No one has had that arc. It's unheard of now.
Unheard of. Completely unheard of.
I realize it's silly to say in the first season, but still, it's unprecedented. That's not how it's supposed to work. He's completely broken the hierarchy of the system.
Drastic measures call for drastic actions.
LSG outsmarting Laroux right now.
We're seeing shades of a former premier fighter, someone who took Logan to the limit in Delirious. A man who has his handprints over so much of the roster, Pele.
Yeah, Logan has no answer right now. He's almost spectating the match at this point. He's just not in the game at all.
The privilege have not been at 100% since the attack on Bro Keller. There's been a lot of speculation about who could be responsible for that. The Savage Gentleman Victor Benjamin has been brought up after what happened. Nana, to be honest, you said you've hired people to attack people. People have been speculating that maybe you put out the hit on Bro Keller.
Hey, listen, I don't do that type of thing because I'm an owner. Okay, I'm a professional. Okay, but
Miz line, I believe that Logan just received his first violation. Now the spear of the inside.
2 and no.
Just like someone I know said, you'd be surprised.
The Venture Grapplist looking to turn this around. The champion of the 1% looking to become the champion of Fight Pro Wrestling. I'm sorry to tell you this, but he basically said earlier today, if you haven't already seen it, that after all this is over and he becomes the champion, he's going to make sure basically he takes fight out of your carny fingers, Nana.
You know, that's a threat, okay? I can actually, press charges against him for even saying or saying something like that. So I hope he was joking.
LSG swinging wildly. It's Logan to Logan. That is not a violation. Logan was forced out of the ring, not in his own power. Now LSG has to make a choice.
Sounded like he landed on his head.
That's the second violation? Yeah.
Oh my God! And so is Logan.
Isom Laroux has been issued his second violation.
It's sudden death. If any of them make a mistake at this point, this one is over.
I think advantage Logan there on the violation. He got more of his money's worth out of it.
That is a structural support beam. That wasn't the ring post. That structure is so solid. How did LSG kick out in the gentrification?
Oh.
Gentrification!
No way. 2. He kicked out. LSG kicks out.
LSG kicked out after the slam of his skull, after the gentrification. This is unheard of.
I don't know. This is really getting ugly, guys. I'm still thinking about LSG almost hitting that pole.
He didn't almost hit the pole, Nana. His head slammed right into it. We heard the impact. And this is how Logan defeated Colby Carino on the very first fight event. Hammer and tongs elbows into unconsciousness.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Mitch Franklin might have to make the decision here.
He has fantastic eyesight.
Wait, no. Look at this.
LSG trying to fight out.
Oh.
And Logan This is just as brutal as Rhett versus Moses in a different flavor. Can LSG take it?
LSG wants this so bad.
And so does Logan. Backslide! Backslide! My God.
He's not done. He's got him again.
Ace of Space looking to land.
This is it. No. Oh.
LSG looking to take himself to the moon, Pelly.
Oh, man. Crowd behind LSG all the way. So are we.
Logan
He's made me a believer.
LSG looking to hit that big elbow. This whole crowd behind LSG. Can he do it?
Whoa.
Dawgnation.
They're risking that last violation.
Hey, why is he getting involved with
that
this?
low blow.
Referee, turn around.
With the low blow.
Wait, whoa. Oh, my God. All right, you see.
Still looks like he's got more bag of tricks to reach into. Snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Whatever cliche you want to throw at it, it is what it is.
It was a handicap match. LSG knew that going in. He did everything he could, but he just hasn't made the allies in the locker room. Nana walked away in disgust as Logan Easton Laroux will walk into the finals as the premier fighter.
Hey, I know that music.
We know who he's fighting. We know. It's Rhett Titus. Logan has said Rhett will never get his hands on him. He literally forfeited a match to avoid getting in the ring with Rhett Titus. But now there's no choice. Whether now or in a couple weeks, it will be Rhett Titus versus... And wait a second. The whole locker room.
Whoa.
The whole locker room is coming out. Everyone is sick of the privilege. It's the Tonys. It's Rhett, the Shinobi Shadow Squad, Matt Quay, Primal Fear. What could bring these men together other than the privileged? This has been Enter the Fight, round 9. We know it's going to be Rhett versus Logan. Thank you so much for joining us, Pelly. It's been a privilege to sit next to you. For Pelly Primo, Jason Heat, thank you so much for joining us.